Hi there, first video I've done for a long time. This is because I haven't been doing any napping for quite a while. Reason being, weather here has been horrible. It's been a god-awful winter. It's been, what is it now, April. It's only just pretty much got above freezing of the daytime. In fact, last week it even snowed a bit here, so snow in April. Anyway, what I've been doing over about the last week is playing around with a new toy. And this new toy is American Chert. As you can see, let's go and have a look at this stuff. There's an arrowhead I finished. Look at that. Don't know if you can see. Isn't that beautiful? It's lovely stuff, this Chert. And for anyone who's napped with flint or hasn't napped with flint and has napped with Chert, I'll tell you the difference. Difference is it's a bit more powdery, as we can see, so it's a bit like powdery flint, but powdery flint doesn't nap well. This stuff naps beautifully. It's about half as hard as flint in my judgment, so when you're pressure flaking you pretty much have to press about half as hard, which makes it a lot easier to pressure flake than flint. On the other hand, it's a little bit less glassy because it's powdery, so when you percussion flake it, you have to prepare it a little bit better if you want to get really long flakes. You need better platforms, and it takes a little bit more care and effort to get longer flakes off it. But as I said, when you do, you just get these beautiful flake scars that are visible, really visible, lovely. This is probably going to be an antler knife. Stick that in an antler, shape it a bit more, and as you can see it's all at various stages, where I thought I'd show it to you now rather than when I've finished everything, because it gives some idea of the napping process. This is how everything starts. A lump of rock like that, which gets whittled down into these thingies. I think that one's probably finished. So that one's going to be made into a knife. This is a leafy thing. Don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'm really absolutely clueless what to do. I've not that well boned up on American spearheads or whatever, so I'm going to have to try and find out what the options are. They're sort of in the nearly finished stages, and the how to notch them or whatever, or what shape to trim them in stages. When you make stuff like that, you get these big debitage flakes, and these big debitage flakes obviously go into making arrowheads. Here's one I've started to trim down. Here they are in the preform stage. We can see this one I think is nearly there. Look at that, that's thin. Yeah, I mean that's really ready to turn into an arrowhead. This one needs a little bit more work, it's still a bit fat. Then knock them into arrowheads, and these arrowheads are like almost done. They just need final touches done to them, and then we get the completely finished arrowheads. And there's one, lovely one, this one. Nicely flaked, and as you can see, really thin. This Chert really does go thin. I've never got English flint as thin as I've ever got this Chert. If you measure an arrowhead, you measure it from there to there at the widest point, then you measure it at the fattest point. And this is about a 1:9 reduction. I've never come close to a 1:9 reduction with flint. And here's another one, just thin, and so on. So that's pretty much what I've been doing over the last while, basically because I've been able to do it indoors. It's too cold to nap outside still, but hopefully the weather will break soon. And so basically what I've been doing is looking at lots of videos by American nappers and trying to copy them. Been looking at lots of old Paleo Man's 52s videos and going, oh shit, I can never do anything. Maybe in 10 or 15 years I'll be able to do something half that good. But I thought I'd have to have a go and have an attempt at this American napping thingy. So sent off for a bit of chert and had a pop. We've actually got chert in England. It's actually in the north of England, in the northwest in Cumbria. There might be some in Scotland as well, but there's definitely some in the northwest, and it looks exactly the same as this. But you can't get hold of it. I tried, and you can't get hold of it. It's in limestone beds, and the limestone they make, they quarry the limestone, and loads of buildings around the country are made of limestone. I think it's called Portland limestone, maybe I'm getting that wrong, but so they must be pulling the chert up, but I don't know what they're doing with it. Certainly doesn't seem to be able to go on sale anywhere, unfortunately. Yes, it is really lovely stuff to nap with. So this is my rather amateurish attempts at American napping. So that's the end of the video. I'll try and put something up on British napping next.